Wishing you a good day, dear student. This is Angada from the race classes. Children, in our previous video, we have learned two different things. First is your tense as well as your voice. Here, we are going to learn the third part of our grammar, and that will be very, very important for you. Here, you find many difficulties while dealing with it. So, we are going to start your direct and indirect speech. Speech is what? Directly speech has been classified into two parts. One is your direct speech, second is your indirect speech. The way we are going to converse or talk with someone. That is also the part of your speech. Clear, no? So moving on the other part of yours, first of all, we are going to learn this, you can say classifications or the what are the things which we are having in both the speech, direct as well as indirect, through an example. And there, you have to understand that what is the basic difference between direct speech and indirect speech. What are the terms that direct speech contains with it as well as your indirect contains with it? What are the different changes that you have to notice while dealing with? Clear, no? These all are just, you can say, base point from class 4 to class 12. Every classes you are reading these things, and every classes you forget the rules and regulations. Because of that you find the difficulty while dealing with this one. Clear? So let's move with the topic. First of all, we are going to start with an example. Clear? We are not going to write the definition or something. First of all, we'll take an example, and from there only we are going to discuss the particular things what is being to understand with direct as well as indirect. So children, let's begin. First example we are going to take, like here only I'll explain the things, okay? Example. And your example is what? The student said, here I am not asking that whether it is in your present, whether it is in your direct speech or indirect speech. Here I am explaining my words by taking this conclusion, or you can take by taking this example, so that I myself is going to get you understand the things in this way. Like the student said, I can do it myself. I can do it myself. If at least something you have read about this topic, then I don't think so you are not able to define whether it is your present tense or whether it is your direct speech or indirect speech, whether it is voice or tense. Clear? So by seeing from here, I think some of my students can even identify that this is your direct speech. Clear? Where your direct speech contains two important things. First is your reporting verb and second is your reported speech. Clear? What does it mean? What does reported verb mean, or what your reporting speech means? What type of things we are going to learn from here? So children, when we are going to start, the student said, the word is written here. This part of yours where we are going to deal with this is your what? Reporting. Reported, or you can say it is. That will be your reporting verb. Now, in different terms and topics you came to know and you understand that verbs have different forms. Voice we are using the other form of the verbs. In tenses we are using other form of the verb. Here we are having the other use of verbs. So all these topics in grammar we are having the different use of verbs. That's why here for that particular set it is saying reporting. Reporting means what? If you are going to report to someone else. And this part of yours is called your reported speech. That means first of all you can see with the example. The main thing to identify that the speech is whether it is direct or indirect. When you are dealing with direct speech, you can understand that in a sentence said to is or said is written, that is different thing. It is being segregated with the putting these commas and semicolon. So this is what? This will be your reported speech. Clear? Please note it down. Now, it has been classified into two parts. Indirect speech, it has been classified into reporting verb as well as your reported speech. Clear? So, if you are going to get the questions or you can say example like this, so children, first of all you think, okay, without guessing anything, I will tell, or you have to think that when two these columns and this commas are put, then automatically this is your direct speech. There are certain rules for you to understand here. Reporting verb means we are going to talk or we are going to instruct. The student said, I can do it myself. Means the student directly indicating to whom? The student is directly indicating to himself that he himself will do the work. Whatever the other way he is going to, that means the word what the student want to say for himself, he himself is saying this particular word. That's why there is no any other third person or involvement of any other statement. That's why this is your direct speech containing a reporting verb as well as reported speech. Clear? So please write in a detail what are the things we are having. Here, sentence reports the exact words of speaker. What the speaker, the boy is saying, that is the exact sentence reports the exact words of speaker. That's why it is what? It is your, with other color we will write, it is your direct speech. When we are going to talk about ourselves directly and that words we are going to, that is your direct speech. Will it be okay for you to understand? Another word which you are going to write, the word said, you can underline that. The word said, I'll use another color to identify and indicate this one. What is the word which we are using, which we are going to use in the both term is, what is that? Said is your reporting verb. The other form of the verb which you are going to learn through this is your reporting verb. They are going to report. Who said this word? The boy itself or the student stated this word. So said is your reporting verb and other rest of the part is your reported speech. Clear? That means when you can say the doer or you can say that actions which is done by someone is directly being indicated, in that case the direct speech is used. Clear for you to understand that? See? Yeah. The word said is reporting verb. And next point you will write, in the word the words put in which comma? Inverted commas are called what? Reported speech. So two terms you are going to learn from here. First is your reporting verb and second is your reported speech. Clear? After comma, whatever the part we are having this in semicolon, or you can say inverted commas, we are not in semicolon, inverted commas, all those parts are your what? Reported speech. Before that column we are having that particular, that is called your reporting verb. Clear? Now please note it down. So this all we are going to talk about what? This all we are going to talk about your direct speech. As in statement you can write here direct speech. Now next you will mark for this indirect speech. The same example is being converted into the other form. Like here the student said I can do it myself. I hope that I am going to write in the same so that you can understand. Here we are going to use the same example as an other case, and that will be a what? Indirect speech. In this we are going to note it down, like this question said, the student said I can do it myself. There are certain changes. I am not going to express with this example. With the coming time, we will just share you the short tricks to remember that what are the changes you are going to make in this one. Like here, the student, the same statement I am writing. The students, use another color of marker for this. The student said that he can is being converted into what? Now you can ask with me, ma'am, here we have used I, but why there is a conversion in he? Children, now we are going to indicate to another one. That means I'm not going to just say that proper statement for myself. Somebody is indicating to you for that. So the student said that he could, can is being converted. That chart I will share you. Please be continue in this video so that at the last of this I will share you an important chart. From there you can make the conversions easily. Clear for you to understand that? Say he could do it himself. Please note it down. The student said that he could do it himself. I hope the words are clear to you. If not, then I can erase from here. Same we are going to write, okay? Because here the student said, we are using a word that he could do it. Myself is being converted into what? Himself. Somebody is indicating, and that's what that is your. Now you can notice in the same difference, what a difference we are having between direct and indirect speech. In direct speech, you can see we are using commas and this inverted commas, but in indirect speech, we are not using any other commas and commas to, or you can say inverted commas to segregate the words. That's what, whatever the statement we are writing combining together. Understood, no? So here that is the basic difference. Sometimes it came in examinations, you can see it came to identify, otherwise you have to convert directly in that form. So based on that one, you have to identify the difference. Now here, we don't have any such reporting verb, or you can say reported speech. We don't have any such things. So what we are having exactly, please note it down the example. You can write another one. It does not report. It does not report clear. In spite of that, what it did, it direct. Please note it down so that I can erase the top part. It does not report the exact words of speaker. So your question should be there, ma'am. Then if it is not going to report directly to speaker, then exact words of the speaker. That means we cannot say that speaker himself said that I am doing my work. No, we third person is going to represent that. The student said that he could do it himself. So we have another person here to represent that one. That means the directly talks we don't have with that one. Next, you can, that's why if they are not going to represent the exact word of the speaker, so what happened in that case? That particular sentence is your indirect speech. Clear? Please note it down. It relates them as another person. That means the same thing is not being happening with me, it is happening with someone else, another person. That's why, what is this? That's why it is which type of speech? Please write it down, children, and tell me. Very good. That is your indirect speech. Indirect speech. Please note it down. These all are only to understand the way. Please note it down that same. Now moving on the next part of yours, you can see here we have certain rules to change the direct speech to indirect speech. When we are going to talk about the identification, it's easy for you to, now I'm going to this. When we are going to talk about identifications, you may go with the both the way. Ma'am, we are using comma, indirect speech. We are using inverted comma as well in direct speech. And when we are going to talk about indirect speech, we are not using any comma or inverted comma, and we are just joining the words by using that and all. There are many more. So we are using conjunctions. Which conjunction? As in conjunction also we are using. So there are certain rules to convert direct speech to indirect speech. Please note it down. Your heading is rules to convert what? Direct speech to indirect speech. Rules to convert direct to indirect speech. Clear? Now make it sure there are only certain rules. Please don't remember them more and more, then you will be confused. You have to remember only certain point which is important for you. So first is no inverted commas are used. No inverted commas are used in which speech? Please make it sure in which speech, children. Please say I have already instructed you. Very good. So किस में नहीं use करते हम लोग? Indirect speech में. No inverted comma is used in, ये तो मैंने आपको अभी थोड़ी देर पहले ही बताया था. Good. In indirect speech. पहली point. नोट करिए फटाक से. Next point for you. Use conjunctions to join. To join. What is your first case, which is called your said? Said is called your reporting verb. Said is called your what? Said is called your to join reporting verb and reported speech. Clear? That means दोनों पार्ट को कॉलम सेम इनवर्टेड कॉमा वाला और कॉमा वाला दोनों को हम लोग जोड़ने के लिए हम लोग एक कंजक्शन का यूज करते हैं. क्या? दैट. यूज कंजक्शन टू जॉइन रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब एंड रिपोर्टेड स्पीच. That is which conjunction you are using? We are using that. So don't put comma, otherwise again you will be confused that you have to put comma. So which conjunction we are using? We are using the conjunction dash, and here important is no inverted commas is used in indirect speech. Many more rules are there that I will let you know while dealing with the chapter. Clear? So mark the next one, and that will be your one example I am going to tell you. That is, please note it down. Your question is given, Rama said I am sad today. So simply we are going to write Rama said, then we are putting this, then we are putting this. I am sad today. Children, here when we are going to talk about the conversion of this, you can see. So the question itself is given, Rama said I am sad today. बेटा यहाँ पे हर स्टेप में आपको चेंजेस करने को मिलेगा. ठीक है, आई का भी चेंज होगा, एम का भी होगा, और टुडे का भी होता है डायरेक्ट को जब इनडायरेक्ट में करते हैं. मैं आपको एकदम शॉर्ट ट्रिक मेथड से भी बताऊंगी कि किस तरह का कन्वर्जन आपको इजीली याद रखना है, कौन सा ज्यादा यूज होता है जिसको आपको बार बार याद रखना है. तो पहले अब इस एग्जांपल को ऐसे ही देखते हैं, उसके बाद मैं आपको एक चार्ट के थ्रू आपको बताऊंगी कि आई का क्या होगा, एम का क्या होता है, टुडे होगा तो आपका क्या होगा. बट हियर ही विल डील विद दिस. सो प्लीज नोट डाउन द क्वेश्चन. Your question is given, Rama said I am sad today. So simply you are going to write in indirect speech. This is your ID is what? Your ID is indirect. Rama said that. Clear? ड्रामा एक लड़की है, उसके लिए आई की जगह हम क्या यूज करेंगे? सी. तो हम यहां यूज कर रहे हैं सी. एम. अभी आपको ये भी नहीं पता कि एम का किस में चेंज होगा, तो मैं जो आपको चार्ट बनाऊंगी उसमें आपको ये भी बताऊंगी कि एम जो है वो प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस का है और वो किस में चेंज होता है. तो एम का कन्वर्जन जो चेंज होता है बेटा वो वॉज में होता है. और अगर आप क्वेश्चन के थ्रू, हर एग्जाम्पल के थ्रू जाएंगे तो आपको कभी भी याद नहीं होगा. आपको एक छोटा सा चार्ट इस चैप्टर को डील करने से पहले या इसके क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने से पहले आपको उसको हमेशा अपने दिमाग में रखना. अब आप ये सोचो कि सी वॉज, ओके, सैड इज योर व्हाट? इट इज योर एब्स्ट्रैक्ट or you can say adjective. Then C is going to be sad. How it is being represented, the feeling of that girl. Now today, when you are converting the direct speech to indirect speech, you are not supposed to write the word today itself. So today is being converted into which form? It has been converted into the form that day. अब ध्यान से देखो कि हमारा सेंटेंस यहाँ दिया था, रामा सेड आई एम सैड टुडे. अब तो आप इजिली यहाँ से आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं. डायरेक्ट स्पीच में हमारे कॉलम और इन्वर्टेड कॉमा यूज होगा. अब हम जब उसको इनडायरेक्ट में चेंज करेंगे तो किसी भी पूरे सेंटेंस में कॉमा और इन्वर्टेड कॉमा का कहीं पे भी यूज नहीं करेंगे, नहीं तो वो पूरी तरह से गलत होगा. आपको उसमें एक भी मार्क्स नहीं मिलेगा. सेंटेंस जो भी होगा उसमें हम उसके एक कंजक्शन का यूज कर सकते हैं, और कर सकते हैं नहीं, करेंगे. तो यहाँ पे हम कंजक्शन क्या यूज कर रहे हैं? दैट. क्लियर? अब देखो, जब आप कंजक्शन दैट यूज करें तो आपका क्वेश्चन ये हो सकता है मैम शी क्यों यूज कर रहे हैं, ही क्यों नहीं किया? तो हमने माना कि जो नाम रमा लिखा था, रामा, वो एक लड़की का नाम है, इसलिए हमने यहाँ पे सी यूज किया. एम का कन्वर्जन प्रेजेंट का कंटिन्यूअस पास्ट कंटिन्यूअस में होता है, दैट विल बी योर वाज. सैड का होता है सैड, एंड टुडे का कन्वर्जन होता है दैट डे. ये एक आसान सा तरीका है बेटा, एक एग्जांपल के थ्रू मैंने आपको समझाया. आने वाले बहुत सारे मेरी वीडियोस में मैं आपको ये बताऊंगी कि इसको आप ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन या फिर चार्ट फॉर्म में छोटे छोटे ट्रिक्स या चंक्स में आप इसको कैसे याद कर सकते हैं. तो आज इस वीडियो में जो भी मैंने आपके एग्जांपल के थ्रू बताया कि इस रिपोर्टेड वर्ब क्या होता है, रिपोर्टिंग स्पीच क्या होती है, दोनों के बीच को आप दोनों के उसको कैसे आप आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं, सेंटेंस दैट स्पीच इज डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट. So these all you have to learn and recall more and more so that you will get a clear conceptions about the topic speech. Clear? Now just stay connected with us, watch this and try to get more the things. If you have any query, you can post your queries in the comment section. We are going to end up the class. Please keep watching this channel to get more updates. So we are going to end up. So thank you. Have a nice day.